Okay, welcome to today's webinar. I want to share how to customize an application built with the Computate platform like AI Telemetry or Smart Agriculture and take a dashboard that was generated with AI code generation and customize it because you can override anything you need to. You just need to know how to do it. So that's what we're going to review today. And let me make sure I'm sharing my screen. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm sharing my screen. That's good. Um, we are going to be using some notes that I've written um, here. So um, yes. Okay, so we have some notes of what to do. I'm going to put this into some documentation so that it can be reproduced, but I'll show you the application we're going to customize. Smart Agriculture and AI Telemetry that we're building at Red Hat Research are both applications built with the Computate platform. And it's built inside of this OpenShift AI workbench in the browser. So all the code is here in VS Code in my tab. And we're going to customize something called bare metal order.java. So the bare metal order page, it looks like this. So I come here and I click on bare metal orders. And there's this create form, and you can enter a description. You can enter a network, select a network, and then the number of nodes to order. The problem is if I put in 999, there's there's not actually 999 FC830s. There's actually none. And there's not 999 FC430s either. So we need to make this more dynamic. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to customize this and show how many FC430s are available. And if there's none available, we're going to hide this input. If we are working with bare metal orders, then we come to the code and we open our bare metal order model. Actually, well, this is the model, and here's where we have an input form for the number of FC430s and the number of FC830s. This is what we're working with right now. I'm going to open up another class called bare metal order page.java. This page was created with AI code generation, but it's left empty. So it's just this class. It's empty and it overrides some other pages like bare metal order page gen and bare metal order gen page. They're different. If I look at this one has this is this is the code that actually searches for a bare metal order and returns it in the response, or it returns many in the response if it's a list. So we're going to override this. We're also going to override another one called bare metal order search page.htm. So this is the HTML page template that supports Jinja template syntax. The same template syntax supported by Ansible and Python. So we use Jinja. And we're going to take a look at bare metal order search form.htm. This was also generated with AI. This one, there's this class gets updated as you change your Java class, so it's always changing. So you don't want to put your custom changes in here. You want to put them in here instead. And if you're overriding bare metal order search form.htm, Um, you want to actually override it in bare metal order search page. I might try to make this easier in the future, but for now, this is where we have a place to override it that's not going to get overridden. So we're going to work in here, and let me pull up my notes here. So I said to, okay, start by grabbing this 8. So we start in bare metal order gen search page.htm. Bare metal order gen search page.htm. And we're going to pull out a block called HTML body start bare metal order search page, which is right here, and it ends on line 202, starts on line 195. We copy this out, and we're going to put it in bare metal order search page in here. But we need to customize it a little bit. So copy it below the extends, make sure. So we make sure it still works as before. Because we're overwriting stuff, we're going to be careful that this still works. So we refresh the page and click create, and the form is still there as before. Then we come back here and we're going to create a new search form called custom bare metal order search form. And we take the bare metal order search form right here. We copy it, copy it to the clipboard. What's going on? Close. Okay. Copy, paste. This is being weird. Let me do copy and then paste. Oh my gosh. Retry. Let me refresh my workbench. If you're getting weird results, I always recommend refreshing your VS Code workbench, because sometimes it just gets weird. Okay. Copy this to the... this is just being goofy. So here's what I'm going to do instead. New file. I'm going to call this custom bare metal order search form. Bare metal order search form. We're going to copy everything into this and make sure everything still works in the page. So refresh. Oh, we brought the site down. So let me start it again. Run AI Telemetry. That happens when you refresh your workbench. Kills the processes. Usually, sometimes it leaves them still around and you have to kill them manually with some bash commands like psaux grep main vertical and then kill it by process ID. This, okay, maybe it's fine. Let's refresh the page. Okay, so we got our form, except it's the custom form. It just hasn't been changed at all. And then for the next step, check my notes. So open up bare metal order page. Okay, now we're going to customize some Java because we need to do a search for bare metal resource classes to list. If you look at the bare metal resource classes, they're these, and there's 2 of them. FC430, and there's 22, and then white box flags 1. And I I open up this bare metal order page.java, and then we're going to put some imports in that we're going to use. And then we're going to add a method that gets ignored and not rendered to the page as a variable, but this performs the search asynchronously. So it's a promise that runs a search in Apache Solr asynchronously as this class is being initialized. And it returns the top 100 bare metal resource classes. And then we add another method, which from the search results, it, see, did I forgot future in that list? So we add future. Okay. This is gonna, um, wait a minute, that's the wrong thing. Sorry. I am being sloppy. So let me go back here, and this is the actual method we want to add. Paste. All right. This is meant to grab the resource classes from the resource class search. So for each resource class, it adds them to an array, and it turns the object into JSON format and puts it in a JSON array. And the cool thing about this is if you go to bare metal order page gen, which is a generated class, you'll see that it set up this abstract void method that we overrode here. And this abstract method is actually called as part of this promise that's set up. So promises are, it's reactive coding that lets you do things asynchronously. So we set up two promises, an outer promise and an inner promise, and we call this method and pass it promise two, and promise two comes here, and we create a search list, and we tell it what kind of filtering we're going to do on it, and then we put it in promise.complete. So we actually complete this promise, and then when you do .future, then it's going to go to on success because it's completed, and then it goes and initializes this site request or search list class. So this is where when it calls promise deep for a class, it's actually going to make the query asynchronously to Apache Solr and then asynchronously get back the response. And then once it gets back the response, it sets it in this set resource class search method and completes the earlier promise. And then it's done. And this all gets called as part of a bigger promise bare metal order page method wherein it initializes everything in order as it's declared in the class. So it does that asynchronously and then composes another thing where it initializes everything else. All of this difficult initialization code was generated with AI, so you don't have to. So continuing on, okay, so we're going to add We're going to add a code snippet here, but we're going to do it in custom bare metal order search form. So we come to custom bare metal order search form, go to line 840. So let me check if this is the right section. It should be the HTM form underscore post bare metal order. And we're going to put it right before it has the form for the number of FC430s in this grid. So here, I'm going to copy this code. All right. I'm going to say available resource classes and then list them out as a unordered list. And then I'm going to stop and start my site again because we added some Java code, added Java methods and extended classes. So we need to stop and start the code for it to register correctly. And then we come to our bare metal order page and refresh and click create. And hopefully, yes, it did return the available resource classes in a list with one whitebox flax 1 and 22 FC30s, just like it says here on the bare metal resource classes page. 22 FC430s, one whitebox flax. And so that's it. And that's all the time I have for today. I got to jump to another meeting. But I hope that was helpful. I hope to put this into some documentation soon so that you can learn how to customize these generated pages more easily. Let's see, where are my meeting controls? Oh yeah, here they are.